There comes a moment in life when you realize that confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you build. And your personality is not a fixed identity. It is something you shape every single day through your choices, your behavior, and the stories you believe about yourself. You are not stuck. You are not limited. You are not defined by who you were yesterday. You are alive, growing, evolving, and capable of becoming a stronger, wiser, and more confident version of yourself. Improving your personality is not about pretending to be someone else. It is about uncovering the person you were always meant to be. It is about removing the layers of fear, doubt, and insecurity that the world has placed on you. It is about learning to walk with your head high, speak with honesty, live with intention, and show up with the kind of energy that inspires others. Confidence comes from action, not from waiting. It comes from trying even when you feel uncertain, from speaking even when your voice shakes, from showing up even when you feel imperfect. And every small step, every small improvement, every small act of courage adds up and shapes a personality that people trust, admire, and remember. Some people think personality is about style or charm or extroversion, but that is not true. A powerful personality comes from your presence, your discipline, your mindset, your authenticity. When your inner world becomes stronger, your outer world naturally follows. Every day gives you a chance to improve something, even if it's small. Maybe today you speak a little more clearly. Maybe today you say no without guilt. Maybe today you walk with better posture. Maybe today you choose patience instead of anger. Maybe today you choose courage instead of fear. These tiny improvements shape you in ways you cannot imagine, and confidence grows the same way, gradually, quietly, and consistently. It grows when you celebrate your progress, when you forgive your mistakes, when you learn from your failures, when you push yourself just a little beyond your comfort zone. You don't wake up confident one day. You become confident through thousands of moments of trying, learning, and choosing to believe in yourself. So today, decide that you will no longer wait for life to change before you improve yourself. Decide that you will be the one who changes first. Decide that your personality will be shaped by strength, not fear, by compassion, not insecurity, by purpose, not confusion. Decide that every day is a new opportunity to rise higher than before. The world is watching, but more importantly, your future self is waiting. Waiting for you to take that first step. Waiting for you to grow into the person you were created to be. Waiting for you to claim your confidence, own your personality, and live your truth boldly. Your inner voice is the quiet influence that guides every decision, every reaction, and every belief you hold about yourself. And working on it daily becomes the foundation of true confidence. Most people spend their lives trying to change how they look, how they speak, or how they act, but they never pause to change the one thing that controls everything else. Their internal dialogue. The words you whisper to yourself in the silence of your mind carry more power than the words spoken by anyone else. And when that inner voice becomes supportive, encouraging, and compassionate, your personality transforms from the inside out. Confidence is not built by external praise. It is built by the internal permission you give yourself to try, to learn, to fail, and to rise again. Your inner voice is either your greatest friend or your greatest enemy, and the quality of that voice determines the quality of your life. When you wake up in the morning and tell yourself that you are capable, strong, and ready, your mind follows that direction and your day becomes aligned with clarity and purpose. When you, however, allow thoughts of fear, doubt, and limitation to take over, your energy shrinks, your presence weakens, and your personality becomes overshadowed by insecurity. The inner voice is shaped over time, often by experiences, environments, and the influence of others, but it can be written, strengthened, and trained just like a muscle. Every day, you have the chance to replace negative patterns with empowering beliefs. Every day, you can choose words that lift you rather than limit you. Every day, you can meditate, reflect, breathe, and intentionally speak to yourself with kind honesty and courage. This daily work is not optional if you want real confidence. It is essential. Improving your personality also begins with nurturing this voice. People can sense your internal world long before you say a word. If your inner voice is harsh, judgmental, and filled with self-criticism, you will naturally appear tense, quiet, withdrawn, or unsure. But if your inner voice is grounded, calm, balanced, and full of self-respect, you will naturally walk with presence, speak with sincerity, and interact with others from a place of strength. The inner voice doesn't just shape how you see yourself, it shapes how the world sees you. To strengthen your inner voice, begin by listening to it. Pay attention to the thoughts that repeat in your mind every day. Notice whether they inspire you or weaken you, whether they push you forward or hold you back. Then, slowly and intentionally, begin replacing harmful thoughts with empowering ones. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you deeply love, because no one deserves your compassion more than the person who lives inside your own mind. You can use affirmations, or journaling, prayer, meditation, deep breathing, or simply moments of quiet reflection to reshape your inner dialogue. Even 1 minute of positive self-talk can redirect your entire mood, your entire day, and eventually your entire personality. Your confidence is built through small daily reminders that you are worthy, that you are able, that you are learning, and that you are growing. And over time, these reminders become your natural way of thinking. When your inner voice becomes your source of strength instead of your source of fear, you unlock the confidence that already lives within you. You begin to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and show up fully without shrinking or apologizing for who you are. And when your inner world becomes stable, peaceful, and supportive, everything you desire, success, opportunity, relationships, respect, begins to come to you naturally. Communication is one of the most powerful tools you possess, and improving this skill daily can completely transform your personality, your relationships, and the level of confidence you carry into every room. The way you communicate is not just about the words you speak. It is about the energy behind those words, the clarity with which you express yourself, the honesty with which you share your truth, and the courage you show when you stand firm in what you believe. Communication is presence. It is self-respect, and it is the bridge that connects your inner world to the outer world. When you learn to communicate clearly, calmly, and confidently, people instantly feel a shift in your presence. They listen to you differently. They trust you more. They feel your sincerity, your maturity, and your strength. Communication is not about being loud, dramatic, or forceful. It is about being grounded, direct, and authentic. When your communication improves, your personality becomes sharper, more defined, and more attractive, and your confidence becomes visible without you having to declare it. Improving your communication does not mean becoming someone else. It means learning to express the best version of who you truly are. It means learning to say what you mean without fear, without hesitation, and without apologizing for your truth. It means developing the ability to speak in a way that reflects your real values, your real intentions, and your real identity. Many people struggle with communication because they fear being judged, misunderstood, or rejected, but confidence grows when you allow your voice to rise above that fear. One of the most essential parts of communication is listening. A strong personality is not formed by talking endlessly, but by listening deeply. When you listen with intention, you understand people better, you respond more wisely, and you gain respect without effort. Listening shows emotional maturity, empathy, and patience, and these qualities create an aura of confidence that cannot be faked. Good communicators are not those who speak the most, they are those who understand the most. Another important part of communication is clarity. Many people complicate their message because they try too hard to impress, or they speak from a place of insecurity. But a confident personality speaks with simplicity, precision, and certainty. Clear communication does not need fancy vocabulary or long speeches. It needs honesty. It needs purpose. It needs depth. When your communication becomes clear, people naturally gravitate toward your words because your message feels safe, reliable, and strong. Improving your communication also requires learning how to control your tone. A calm tone reflects confidence, self-control, and emotional intelligence. A rushed tone shows anxiety. A harsh tone shows insecurity. A quiet, steady, intentional tone shows strength. Every day, practice slowing down your speech, breathing before you respond, and expressing your thoughts with a calm presence. This simple shift can make people see you as more confident, more composed, and more reliable. Body language is another essential part of communication. Your posture, your eye contact, your smile, and your gestures speak long before your words do. When you stand tall, maintain gentle eye contact, and express warmth with your body language, your words carry more weight. People trust you more, believe you more, and respect you more. Body language is silent communication, but its impact is louder than anything spoken. To improve communication, practice speaking intentionally every day. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Speak confidently in small conversations. Speak kindly in difficult moments. Speak honestly in emotional moments. And speak with purpose when opportunity comes. Over time, your communication becomes not just a skill, but a signature of your personality. A powerful communicator does not need to shout. They do not need to dominate. They simply speak with clarity, authenticity, and confidence, and that alone becomes magnetic. When your communication improves, your personality becomes more vibrant, your presence becomes more memorable, and your confidence becomes unshakable, allowing everything in your life to flow more naturally and more powerfully. Self-discipline and consistency are the pillars of personal growth, personality development, and lasting confidence. They are the quiet forces that work behind the scenes while the world focuses on instant results, fleeting success, and temporary motivation. Personality is not built in a single day, and confidence is not something that appears overnight. It is created through daily choices, repeated actions, and the commitment to show up even when it is difficult, inconvenient, or uncomfortable. The person you aspire to become is forged in the small moments where you choose self-discipline over indulgence, perseverance over excuses, and growth over comfort. Consistency is the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It is not about performing grand gestures or making dramatic changes all at once. It is about taking deliberate steps every day that reinforce your values, your purpose, and your self-respect. When you consistently work on your personality, whether it is through improving communication, practicing kindness, or managing your emotions, you gradually reshape who you are. Every small habit becomes a building block, and over time, these building blocks form a solid, resilient, and admirable character. Self-discipline strengthens your confidence because it proves to yourself that you are capable of controlling your actions, your reactions, and your choices. Confidence does not come from luck, opportunity, or recognition. It comes from knowing that you have the power to manage yourself, stay true to your goals, and follow through with your commitments. When you exercise self-discipline, you build trust in yourself. You begin to understand that you do not need external validation to feel capable, because your own actions validate your strength. Practicing self-discipline also teaches you patience and endurance. The journey to improving your personality and confidence is never linear. There are setbacks, mistakes, and moments of doubt. Without discipline, these challenges become excuses to quit or to avoid growth. With discipline, every obstacle becomes a lesson, every failure becomes a stepping stone, and every delay becomes an opportunity to refine your approach. The more consistent you are, the more resilient you become, and resilience is a core aspect of both personality and confidence. Consistency in personal growth extends to every aspect of your life. It applies to how you speak, how you listen, how you carry yourself, and how you treat others. It applies to your habits, your work ethic, and your attitude toward challenges. When you practice self-discipline in all areas, your personality shines as authentic, reliable, and admirable. People notice consistency because it demonstrates integrity, strength, and dedication. It is one of the fastest ways to leave a lasting impression while simultaneously building inner confidence. Self-discipline also helps you avoid distractions that weaken your personality and confidence. In a world filled with noise, temptation, and shortcuts, consistent focus keeps you aligned with your goals. It allows you to prioritize what truly matters rather than being pulled in every direction by fleeting impulses. Each day that you maintain self-discipline, your sense of purpose deepens and your personality reflects clarity, strength, and intentionality. Confidence grows naturally when your actions are in alignment with your values and vision. Another aspect of discipline is the ability to maintain composure in difficult situations. Personality is revealed most clearly in times of stress, conflict, or pressure. Without discipline, you react impulsively with frustration, fear, or insecurity. With discipline, you respond thoughtfully, calmly, and with authority. This ability to manage yourself under pressure is a cornerstone of confident behavior and magnetic personality. Ultimately, self-discipline and consistency are the forces that transform potential into reality. They turn knowledge into action, intention into habit, and ambition into achievement. When you commit to practicing discipline every day, no matter how small the steps, you strengthen your confidence, enhance your personality, and create a life where your inner strength is visible in every action, every word, and every interaction. Discipline and consistency are not restrictions. They are the keys to freedom. The freedom to become your best self. Emotional intelligence is the hidden strength that separates ordinary individuals from those whose personalities are magnetic, respected, and admired. It is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while also empathizing with the feelings of others. And developing this skill daily transforms the way you interact with the world. Emotional intelligence is not just about being nice or polite. It is about mastering the art of self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. When you develop these abilities, your confidence grows because you no longer feel controlled by your emotions or overwhelmed by life's challenges. Understanding yourself begins with self-awareness, the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness allows you to observe your thoughts, feelings, and reactions without judgment, and it enables you to recognize patterns that either elevate or limit your growth. When you are aware of your triggers, your strengths, and your weaknesses, you gain the power to make deliberate choices instead of reacting impulsively. Personality shines brightest when grounded in self-awareness because it reflects authenticity, maturity, and a calm confidence that does not need validation from others. Self-regulation is the second key element of emotional intelligence, and it directly impacts both personality and confidence. People who can control their impulses, manage their emotions in challenging situations, and remain composed under pressure naturally exude strength and reliability. Emotional discipline allows you to handle criticism, disagreement, and unexpected challenges with grace, which makes others respect you while simultaneously increasing your internal confidence. When you are consistent in regulating your emotional responses, your presence becomes steady, calm, and magnetic. Motivation is another pillar of emotional intelligence, and it fuels the drive to grow, learn, and improve yourself consistently. Motivated individuals do not wait for external praise or recognition. They push forward because their goals, purpose, and personal values inspire action. Daily motivation strengthens confidence because it reminds you that your progress depends on your persistence, your mindset, and your choices. Personality is elevated when your energy is focused on meaningful pursuits rather than being scattered by distractions or negativity. Empathy is the ability to connect with others on a deeper level, understand their emotions, and respond with care and understanding. Developing empathy enriches your personality by making you approachable, trustworthy, and likable. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel heard and valued. When you understand others, you navigate relationships with wisdom rather than conflict, and your confidence increases because you feel capable of handling interpersonal dynamics with skill, patience, and authenticity. Finally, social skills are the practical application of emotional intelligence in everyday interactions. They include effective communication, conflict resolution, teamwork, and the ability to inspire or influence others. Strong social skills enhance personality because they reflect poise, awareness, and adaptability. They also reinforce confidence because you feel capable in social situations, can express yourself clearly, and can build genuine connections without fear or insecurity. Emotional intelligence ensures that your personality is not just attractive on the surface, but deeply resonant, authentic, and powerful. Emotional intelligence is not a fixed trait. It can be developed every day through reflection, mindfulness, observation, and intentional practice. Journaling about your emotions, pausing before reacting, listening actively, and seeking to understand others are simple yet powerful ways to strengthen emotional intelligence. Each small effort compounds, creating a personality that is magnetic and a confidence that is unshakable. Ultimately, emotional intelligence allows you to navigate life with grace, respond with wisdom, and influence others positively, all while remaining grounded in your true self. It elevates your personality because people sense your maturity, empathy, and authenticity. And it strengthens your confidence because you know that no matter the situation, you have the tools to act wisely, respond calmly, and lead with integrity. Emotional intelligence is the bridge between self-mastery and the world, and mastering it is a key step toward a confident, powerful, and inspiring personality. The way you carry yourself every day speaks louder than any words you say. Your posture, your energy, your facial expressions, and even your presence in a room communicate volumes about who you are and how confident you feel. Carrying yourself with purpose and positivity is not about arrogance or pretending to be someone you are not. It is about aligning your internal strength with your external expression. When you walk through life with intention, grace, and optimism, your personality becomes magnetic, your confidence becomes visible, and people are naturally drawn to you. Purpose gives direction to your actions. A person without purpose often drifts through life reacting to circumstances, opinions, and external pressures. But a person with purpose acts intentionally, makes decisions with clarity, and approaches challenges with focus. Purpose clarifies your priorities, strengthens your presence, and projects a sense of inner stability that others notice instantly. When you move through the world with purpose, your confidence is rooted in conviction rather than in seeking approval. People respect and admire those who know where they are going and why they are going there. Positivity amplifies your personality because energy is contagious. When you approach situations with optimism, hope, and enthusiasm, you inspire those around you. Positivity is not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It is about maintaining a constructive mindset in the face of challenges. A positive mindset allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see dead ends, and growth where others see failure. When your personality radiates positivity, it naturally elevates your confidence because you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Carrying yourself with purpose and positivity also strengthens how others perceive your communication. When you speak, your energy communicates sincerity, strength, and clarity. When you smile, your positivity invites connection and trust. When you maintain good posture and calm composure, your presence commands attention without force. Small adjustments, like walking with your head held high, maintaining eye contact, and engaging in conversations with warmth, create a ripple effect that enhances your personality and projects confidence in every interaction. Daily habits reinforce purpose and positivity. Begin each day by setting intentions for how you want to show up. Decide to respond instead of reacting, to act with integrity instead of convenience, and to approach challenges as opportunities to grow. Surround yourself with positivity, whether through uplifting people, motivating content, or moments of reflection. Be conscious of your energy and the impact it has on your interactions. These small yet consistent actions become the foundation of a personality that exudes strength, warmth, and reliability. Purpose and positivity also give you resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and difficult moments. But when you carry yourself with purpose, challenges become lessons, and when you carry positivity, obstacles become manageable. Confidence grows because you know that setbacks are temporary, that your actions are intentional, and that your energy can influence outcomes. You stop allowing fear, doubt, or negativity to dictate your behavior, and instead, you become the author of your own story. Ultimately, your personality and confidence are inseparable from the way you carry yourself. Purpose aligns your actions with your values, positivity shapes your energy, and together, they form a magnetic presence that cannot be ignored. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to leave a lasting impression, every choice becomes a reflection of strength, and every moment becomes a chance to grow. When you carry yourself with purpose and positivity, the world not only sees your confidence, it feels it. And in that energy, you inspire both yourself and those around you to rise higher. Improving your personality and building confidence is not an overnight achievement. It is a journey, a practice, and a commitment you make to yourself every single day. It begins with your inner voice, the quiet dialogue that shapes your thoughts, beliefs, and self-perception. When you speak to yourself with kindness, courage, and encouragement, you lay the foundation for a confident, authentic personality. Your inner voice becomes the compass that guides every choice, action, and interaction. Your words, your communication, and the way you express yourself to the world amplify the power of your inner voice. Clear, intentional, and honest communication strengthens your presence, builds trust, and enhances your personal impact. When your words reflect your truth, people naturally recognize your authenticity, respect your opinions, and are drawn to your personality. Communication is not just talking, it is presence, energy, and influence combined. Self-discipline and consistency form the backbone of growth. Confidence and personality are built through daily habits, repeated actions, and the persistence to keep showing up even when it feels challenging. Consistency transforms effort into results, and discipline shapes your character, your reliability, and your resilience. Every small choice, repeated every day, accumulates into a strong, admirable personality and unwavering self-assurance. Emotional intelligence strengthens both your personality and confidence because it teaches self-awareness, empathy, and control. When you understand yourself, manage your emotions, and connect authentically with others, you navigate life with clarity, grace, and influence. Emotional intelligence allows you to respond thoughtfully, lead wisely, and form meaningful relationships, creating a presence that is both powerful and magnetic. Finally, the way you carry yourself with purpose, energy, and positivity speaks before you ever say a word. Your posture, your mindset, your intentions, and your attitude project confidence and define how the world perceives you. When you act with purpose, respond with optimism, and maintain a positive energy, your personality shines and your confidence becomes undeniable. Every step, every interaction, every choice becomes an opportunity to leave a lasting impression. The journey to improving your personality and confidence is a daily practice of listening to yourself, expressing yourself clearly, acting with discipline, understanding emotions, and projecting purpose and positivity. It is a journey of growth, reflection, and intentional action. When you embrace these principles, you will see a transformation, not just in how others perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. You will step into every room with presence, speak with assurance, act with integrity, and shine with the kind of confidence that cannot be shaken. Remember, your personality is your power, and your confidence is your freedom. Nurture them daily, live them fully, and let them guide you toward the life you are capable of creating.